So just to say, this is not an advertisement. I'm not endorsing Screwfix or anything like that, but I do think for less than £6, 750 millilitres of this no-nonsense penetrating oil is an absolute bargain. You've probably seen the earlier video of this. This is my 1930s projector head, and it was really rusty. It had been outside for a long time, I think, at some point in its life, or certainly in a damp environment. And things like, the nuts and bolts on it were fairly well seized up. And use of copious amounts of that penetrating oil has absolutely transformed it. A lot of this sort of moving parts now are starting to really freely move. It's freed up. It freed up this, which is the clamp for the lens that would have gone in there. And it's also freed up, this clamp here. So I can now move that up, and look, all this stuff that was all rock solid is now moving, and even more joyful. If I press this, look, watch what happens. And this was all solid as a rock. Now, isn't that marvellous? I think for the money, it's an absolute bargain, and it really does sort of soften rust as well. So when you go over it with the wire brush, you can get things out. I'm looking forward to trying to get as many of the things that used to move on this to move. I'm not there yet. Some of these are still solid, but all these little, little hand-knurled fixings, they're all open now, and little springs are working again on the shutter. So yeah, really pleased with the progress being made, thanks to what is a relatively cheap set of products. I also use the elbow grease, which is I think it's really cheap if you buy them in a bulk on eBay. And I degreased all of this. It was all gammy all side, and you can see all the sort of the detail now all starting to come out of that. And all these screws, these were rock solid on there, but again, soaking for a few days, regular sprays of penetrating oil. I've got the luxury of time on this. I'm not having to get some fixing off because I'm being paid for it. So it really has moved it on. So yeah, that was it. Just a short video update to say, some things that were stuck fast, hey, are now moving again. Hopefully get it all moving one day. With a bit of luck, wouldn't it be great to get it going again? I would, however, need a carbon arc lamp, and I don't think the insurance would be too impressed with me having one of those in the house, as it uses 2 lumps of carbon or rods of carbon arcing electricity between the two to produce the light that was shone through here and obviously through the lens. Fantastic. Cheers for now.